Welcome to the My Creative Days podcast, where we will talk about all things DIY, home decor, decorating tips, and creating a beautiful home on a budget. I am hoping our time together will spark a creative idea, help you plan your next DIY, or inspire you to finally tackle that project you keep putting off. Grab your favorite cup of motivation and let's chat. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today is something a little bit different. Today I want to share with you something that, it kind of is all stems from last year in 2023. We were, looking for a new house to move into and looking and trying to find a flip house like we are always trying to find. And nothing was panning out. For us to move, we really want to make sure it's the right fit, blah, 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 like, just like anybody. And so going into 2024, I said, okay, I'm just going to kind of shift my mindset a little bit. We have touched every surface in our house that we are in right now. And so me, a creative person, somebody that loves a DIY, loves a project, loves decorating, like all the things, I get bored easily, and I just kept feeling like there's nothing else I can do to our house. We can't find a flip house, so I can't put that energy into a flip house. To be completely honest, I have been in a slump, towards the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. I've just been in this slump. And so I decided I'm not doing this anymore. My mindset needs a shift. And so I am going to tackle those little projects that it was kind of like, oh, I could do this in our house, we're going to start doing them. And so Matt was all on board. He was excited about it too. These are all great things that'll get the house ready to sell if we ever do sell it. Anyway, so it's not like we are, putting in tons of money in a brand new, room makeover, because we just don't need that here. So I'm starting to tackle these little projects and just making little changes that's just making me, to be completely honest, just feel more creative here and just more excited about, the spaces that we have and just the pieces in our home that we have. It's just been a lot of fun. So one of the first things we did was we made over a closet into Gabrielle's art nook, which it's been that way for a while, but it just needed an up, she's grown up now and she's like, it just needs a little makeover. So inexpensive. I put that entire makeover on my website. So that kind of started it. And then we got a sauna, and we got that for Christmas. And so that room downstairs where Gabrielle's art nook is, it's so funny. Our house has been perfect for us in every season we've had. And as our needs have changed, the kids have grown up, it's amazing that Matt and I did talk about this. We're trying to just talk about things and change our mindset. Our home has fit us perfectly for what we've needed. So we put the sauna in that room where her art, that closet is. And then we also have the weights and the bike and all of that in there as well. And so I'm like, let's start making this room over. That has been on the standstill for a minute. So I'm like, okay, we can't get all that done yet. Let's move on to something else. And so the entry to our house, we live in a split foyer. Some people call them raised ranches. And the entries, depending on how yours is, and ours is one of the hardest. The entry is just so hard to decorate, and it's just hard because it's a small entry. It's a small little landing. That's what we call it there at the front door. So I'm like, what can we do here? What can we do here? So I found something that I'm super excited about and something that I want to shout from the rooftop to anybody that is kind of in the same scenario, or just somebody looking for a little bit of something without having to, spend a ton of money and get a professional into your house. So I kind of went on a side tangent there. Sorry, but this is all leading up to all the things that we're doing. So anyway, I found some battery operated sconces, and I'm telling you, it has made the biggest difference in our entry. And that's all we did. I have not liked what I had hung on either side of our front door for so long. But I'm like, I just don't know. It's a skinny area. There's no light in our entry. Our front door has no window on it, which after we put up the sconces, I'm like, Matt, maybe we should get a new front door. And he was all on board. So we're kind of looking into that now. But these battery operated sconces, they're just amazing. So you don't have to hire an electrician. You literally, they come, you put them together, very easy to put together. And then you put the light bulb, which for these that I got, the light bulb is actually like this disc thing. And I have a full YouTube video about us installing these, putting them together, all the things that I will link in the show notes. I'll actually link the blog post that has all of that inside of it. The lights that they come with, light bulbs, they're like this disc thing. They're very different. Anyway, so those just kind of like set under the lampshade, and then you have a remote. And you can get cool white light, warm white light. You can adjust the brightness on all of the colors. Now, they do come with red and green and orange and yellow and blue and all of that too. You can use your remote to get them in all of those colors as well. And we hung up two. And so Gabrielle and Matt were like, red and green for Christmas, and then red and yellow for Iowa State Cyclones when they're playing. Like, they were having fun with it. As soon as I hung them up, I absolutely just loved what it did to our entry. And now it just made me want to do other things. But I'm telling you, if you want some light in some area of your home, but you don't have, electricity, or you don't want to hire an electrician and you just want to make it easy, I'm telling you, these battery operated sconces are a game changer. Perfect for like a living room wall, perfect for next to a bed, perfect in a child's room, perfect over like a desk or work area, in an entry. The possibilities are endless. As soon as we got them, I looked at them and I liked that. I kind of wanted ones that had the color of kind of like an antique brass. And I like the look of them, but I'm like, I just don't know what it's going to do in our space. And is it going to give us lighting? I put them up, and I could not have been more excited with an addition or a makeover in our home than that. And literally, we hung them on the wall. You put them together easily, like I said, and we hung them on the wall. And then we were using the remote, and I'm like, this is exactly what needed to be hung here. So now I'm starting to just add a couple of other little things to our entry and just changing up a few other things. I've been painting the same color, but it just needed a little refresh. It's just making me love the space, the little entry, that much more. And so I just wanted to share this. Number one, if you've been looking for some lighting solutions, or you just have to check these out, check the link in the show notes, because they can make a space just feel totally brand new. And I just want to encourage you, if you are in this space too, where you're just not, we just kind of feel like we are being pulled away, like we need to find something, but yet nothing has come about. Does that make sense? And so we're just kind of like, what do we do? What do we do? And it's like, we're going to start 2024 different. And we're going to start, just like I said, loving the spaces that we do have, that have served us and is still serving us perfectly well, where we are, and actually getting to do some of the things that we have been not necessarily putting off, but we're just like, doesn't really need it, So one of those things is we refreshed the paint on the ceiling in our family room in the basement. We changed out some light bulbs to get more light into our dining area, and then again in our family room. Small changes like this that I've said forever. This needs more light. I need to get a new light bulb, but just never did. Painting the floor in our storage area downstairs in the lower level. Easy peasy project, but just makes the entire space look brand new. And the entry, we're working on that now. We added all new trim in the upstairs part of our house, which looks amazing. It just looks amazing. And now I'm starting to take things off the wall. We're repainting some walls. I just want to add different things on the walls, right? I just need some change. And I'm waiting to find the right thing. I'm not just going to go out and buy something, and I really want to find the right thing. We actually did a makeover on the hutch in our living room that I have shared a gazillion times on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It just needed a little makeover. It's a piece that I love. I will never get rid of, but I just wanted to change the shelves that were kind of warped, and the back of it had like somebody stored pies in it back in the day or something. So it had like holes with screen over it, and I just wanted to cover that. And this little makeover has made the biggest difference for that hutch when I'm decorating it, and it just looks so much better. I got a new rug for the bathroom. Like, just little things like this are making the biggest difference for me and just where we're at, and just changing the mindset, focusing on the here and now, being present where you are right now, not waiting, wishing, hoping for something to come along, or for the next house, or you're making memories, and you're living your days right now where you are. So make it what you want it to be. It does not have to cost a lot of money. It does not have to be a lot of work. Simple, battery operated. And I shouldn't say battery operated. These they're rechargeable. So they're not even run by a battery. They are just, you can recharge the light bulbs, which is so nice. But just hanging these sconces that are in the entry has made the biggest difference. So check out the link in the show notes. I actually put a post together of all of some amazing sconces that I found when I was looking for ours. So you don't have to go searching on your own. You can kind of see some different amazing options right there in the post. And then it'll link to the ones that I actually got for our entry. And then it'll also have the video that shows you how easy these were to put together and to hang up, and just the difference that it's made. And then I go through all the lights and the different functions that they actually have. So definitely check that out and start loving the home or the space that you are in. And it will be what it's going to be. Change your mindset, be more positive about it, and who knows what tomorrow will bring. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you very soon. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I'm grateful that you tune in every week and that you share the show with your family and friends. I love having creative chit chats with you, and my hope is that this podcast will inspire you to try a new project, start a DIY that you've been putting off, and decorate your home exactly how you want it. There are a few ways you can help us with the podcast. Follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. And if you could take a few minutes to leave the podcast a review, that would help us so much. Again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to our chat next week. Bye-bye.